All right, guys, welcome back. It's RacerX, and today I'm pretty excited because I am out here at the Texas Motorplex, and we are at a private track rental. And the DA actually is really good today. I think it's somewhere around 300, at least last time I checked. We're going to have some pretty cool cars here today that are going to be racing. I've got my car ready to go. No interior in the car this time because I want to see what it will do. The DA is not as good as it was in Houston. But we should have some fantastic races. I'm really hoping that the car does well and we get through the day unscathed. And I just kind of want to see what sort of time slip we're going to run, and who knows, we may get some really cool races with some other guys. So anyway, guys, remember to smack that subscribe button down there at the bottom and stay tuned. Okay, guys, this is pass number 1, shakedown pass. See how she does. Should be interesting. Spun pretty bad. Okay, guys, pass number 2. Let's hope she sticks. They just prepped it again for me, so we'll see how it goes. Pretty good run. All right, guys, so that pass was a 970 at 141.77, 8th mile 622. Not bad considering we're actually pushing into a headwind that's like 20 to 30 miles an hour. Incredibly hard headwind today. So I'm relatively pleased that the car ran a 970 in that sort of headwind. So there's a lot to be said for that. I think my mile an hour is down just a little bit because of the headwind, but all things considered, pretty solid little shakedown pass. So hopefully I actually did run my good buddy Nick in his ProCharged Mustang. Luckily I got him off the line because he was coming hard on the top end, almost 150 miles an hour, but I still got the finish line first. But it was a really fun race, and like I said, if I don't get him on the start line, I think he's got me. But spun really bad. Okay, guys, I'm gonna try one last pass here. I've been spinning all day. I have not been able to hook the power. Car's making big power because of the DA, but I'm really hoping that the car hooks in this time. I'm gonna have to leave it a little lower RPM, so we'll just wait and see what happens with it. Well, today was a little bit of a tough day. We did get a 970 on one pass. Unfortunately, had 5 total passes, spun really hard on 4 of them, and the car just shook violently. Just for some odd reason, the car does not really hook well at the Motorplex. I cannot explain why, but pretty much every time I go out there, the car spins and does funny stuff. So tomorrow, I think I'm going to go out to Extreme Raceway Park. It's an 1/8 mile, but I think I just always seem to hook up well at that track, and I just kind of need to get my confidence back a little bit and make sure that it's the car is doing what it's supposed to be doing. So I wish I would have got to race Nick in his Pro-Charged Mustang. That thing is unbelievably fast. Luckily, I did get him on the first run, but only because I treated him. He actually ran a little bit faster ET. And then later in the day, he actually ran like a 946 at 152 mile an hour. And that was into a headwind. I mean, a strong headwind, like 25 mile an hour. So, you know what? That is unbelievably impressive for a car that's basically a stock motor, stock transmission, stock suspension, basically bolt up a Pro-Charger to a 2018 Mustang and throw some E85 on it and a few other goodies. But the thing is a freaking rocket. So that, you know what? I got to give some props to the Mustang guys because, I mean, that's really fast. So anyway, the only way I'd be able to beat him, I think, is if I treat him. Because even if I went out and ran, you know, like a 960 or something, I'm still gonna have to tree him to beat him. And you're talking about basically he's probably at least 8 mile an hour faster than me on the big end, and that is really impressive. So anyway, unfortunately we didn't get a clean race in after the very first one. I was hoping we would get some GoPro footage of that. Didn't happen. So tomorrow I'm going to go out to Extreme. We'll see if we can get some good races in, maybe bring you guys some footage with the GoPro, and hopefully have something fun to show you. Well, it's a new day. So as you guys plainly saw yesterday, just no luck hooking the car up out at Texas Motorplex. I think it was because the track was cold. They didn't have the rotation machine that actually kind of churns the track up a little bit, and I just couldn't stick to it. So we're gonna go to Extreme today on the way right now, and we're gonna see if we can't get some really good races in. And I got the missus behind me. Hopefully we get some really good footage. Today we'll get some GoPro action hopefully for you. We'll meet up with Demonology, we'll meet up with Third Degree, and hopefully some other folks, and it should be a good day. Okay guys, first pass at Extreme, little shakedown pass. We'll see how it goes. All right guys, attempt number 2. Was better. Well, that was the best run this car has made. I'm really stoked because that was its first full pass, and usually it doesn't do that on its first full pass. So that was a 139.60 foot, and that was a 615 at 114.65. That was a really good pass out of the car. I'm really pleased with that, especially for the very first pass of the day, the full pass of the day. So super stoked, new PR. Maybe she'll go even deeper a little later today. So we'll wait and see. Okay guys, we're getting ready to run Third Degree. Should be interesting. pass was a little weird because we thought they were going to drop us on a full tree, ended up dropping a pro tree on us, so we both sat there when it was green. And then Third Degree tried to do a backflip. I actually didn't have a terrible pass. That was a 618 at 114.5, so not quite as good as my first one, but still pretty decent considering I left super quick and didn't quite have enough RPM. But Third Degree had to abort the pass in his Mustang because he was literally like, had a huge wheelie going and all this kind of stuff. So hopefully we'll try it again here in just a little bit, and we'll see how it goes. Should be fun, but definitely we can't end it on that one. We need to make sure we get a nice clean pass for both of us. So we'll try again. Well, still trying to get some clean runs in. Looks like Demonology's hanging it up for the day. Try to get his tires changed out. Third Degree's got his car cooling down here. Let me show you his car real quick because this thing's pretty sick. He's got the fans on it right now, but I obviously don't want to say too much about it, but it is a really, really quick Mustang, really well-made car, and guys, this guy knows how to drive this thing. So we're gonna put it down through one more time to see how we do. So hopefully he can get traction, I can get traction, and it'll be a good run. So we'll okay, guys, getting ready to race Third Degree again. Car's really fast, so to wait and see how we do. Spun again, I spun. We both spun. I stayed in it. Well, guys, had a little bit of a tough run on the last one. I spun a little bit coming out. Didn't have the best ET just because my 60 was down just from spinning a little bit, but I stayed in it. Car still ran pretty good. Third Degree had some trouble with his car. Unfortunately, had a little bit of transmission issues there, and I had to be towed back to the trailer, but he'll get it sorted here pretty soon. His car's incredibly quick, and we're gonna get another rematch here very, very soon, so I'm looking forward to it. Okay, guys, I'm here with Third Degree, and guys, we had a little bit of a tough day today. I was having a few problems spinning. This guy here, man, he's making some big horsepower, and the car is nasty. But we had a few problems. There she is back behind us. So Third Degree, why don't you tell us a little bit about kind of what happened today, man?
Well, I upgraded the fuel system over the weekend, and I wanted to do some testing before we put the new motor in. And so the car's making a lot more power today, because I even went down on the pulley size just a little bit. So anyways, I came out, made a few hits, car wheelied hard a couple times, and it was just violent, and I felt like something was wrong with the transmission. So RacerX and I tried to race a couple times, and the second time we raced, I felt like the transmission was going to break, so I wanted to break it today so I can fix it before I put the new motor in. So
right.
Anyways, I left hard. Car got ready to shift and snap, and so I think broke second gear. So time to put a billet hub in it, I think it's 4R 200 hub, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So anyways, we're gonna upgrade the transmission, more transmission parts, which is the last thing that you can actually do to this transmission. So I am not going to take the 6R80 out of it. So I'll put whatever it needs to to build
go
it,
fast.
go fast,
Yeah.
and then probably change the gear ratio in the rear end, and because it's way too violent. So 355, I need to put a 315 in it. So
It's gonna really sail up top.
yeah,
If you do that.
so
Ooh, okay.
so I got to make a few changes. You know how it is. More horsepower, more problems.
Yep,
So.
you got it, buddy. So horsepower brake stuff, man.
Yes.
We all fall into that
Yes,
trap. But
absolutely.
guys, I can't wait till he gets his car back together. We will get a rematch. He's probably gonna hand it to me, but we'll get it back
His
together.
car's fast, guys. So
It was fun today, man.
he wanted the back tire or the hit. And I'm like, no.
He wasn't gonna give me the hit.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
well,
My car is not that fast.
next time,
It
I'm gonna
looks
get the hit.
faster than what it is. So, but,
All right, guys, sounds good. For RacerX Third Degree. Till next time.
all right, peace.